our last day of the IIHM Tea Education Tour, and today we are at the Castleton Tea Garden. Here we learned in detail the process of manufacturing tea. Castleton Tea Garden opened in 1844. They produce almost like 4,500 kgs of tea per day. Process starts from withering, where the leaves are dried. From the withering turf, the tea leaves goes into the rolling machine, and once rolled, they are sorted and graded according to the size, which are leaves, GOF, FOF and OF. Once packed, it is sold in auctions. Post this, we had a very detailed and informative tea tasting and question answer session with the Castleton staff, where they cleared all our queries.
Thing is always one day. If the harvest is today, we'll manufacture it tomorrow. Always, that's the system everywhere. In Darjeeling also, it's the same system. So that's the reason why I will not be able to show you a running factory.
So this is just a little bit of update for our viewers. We have got Shubhrangshu from IIHM Delhi and Koel Bhattacharya from IIHM Kolkata. So now we are into the last trip of our tea tour visit today as far as this year's Pan-India tour is concerned. So we are closing up with Makai Bari Tea Estate. So it's a wonderful place to be here, very near to Kurseong. In fact, it is also very near to Castleton, where we went in the morning, and roughly about 4,900 feet above the sea level. And this actually is owned by Luxmi Group of companies. And we can see some of these, people, who, the ladies who have just gone inside after the harvest of the tea leaves. So I am sure all of you are excited to get inside. So let me hear from Koel.
Yes,
what do you feel about this?
So this is the final day, as you said. So I'm having a bit of bittersweet feelings, like the trip is finally ending. But it was such a nice journey throughout all of the places we went, all of the things we learned. We even went a bit of sightseeing. So I would say this was very enjoyable. This was very educational, which a lot of places can't give us. So Makai Bari being the final place, one of the most popular tourist spot, as well as something which is also related to tea, which is what we are learning in here, is very, very meaningful for us.
Great. Shubhrangshu, I saw you a little busy with, you're getting confused to buy which tea, I guess, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Sure, there are so many options over here. Like, for the very first time when I entered Darjeeling, I had just one thing in my mind, that I would buy a very good quality of tea, because the tea over here is fantastic, as we all know. So, as we headed our tour into our tour, so I got to know about different varieties of tea that we explored, and obviously we tasted also. So the factory over here, where we are, so it is one of the oldest factories in Darjeeling. In fact, one of the very first one opened in 1859. So as we all can see, there are people over here, and our batchmates over here who are exploring this area. And of course, we will get to know more about the tea inside the factory. And there is a tea shop also over here where we would buy some teas.
Actually, before coming to here, tea was just a beverage for everyone we have in the home, morning and evening. But when we came here, we learned many things more than chai. But basically, we can differentiate more about tea and chai, and different types of tea. What are the health benefits? What are the profits in that? And how we can build the career in the tea? And many other options also. And basically we have explored more in the tea gardens and tea estates, learned about many machineries, how they use, how the packaging is done, and everything. And it was a great tea educational tour conducted by IIHM, and I'm very thankful for it. Thank you.
Unfortunately to say that even though tea is drunk by practically everyone in the country, it is still not very detailed to know about. Many people don't know about the intricacies in the in and outs of the industry. So I feel that with situations like this and tours like this, especially thanks to IIHM, so these kind of tours are very helpful, because when they come to a place like this and they visit these different tea estates and meet with the people who are actually in the industry making things happen, there's a lot of difference between the theoretical knowledge that you find in books and something that you see with your own eyes.
Because it is a quality control procedure. The appreciation only happens with the leaf tea. When and leaf teas are the fine teas. So whenever you are doing an appreciation, it means that you are doing fine tea, not broken, not fanning, not the dust. Also, this is not exactly tea related, but and you guys are very young and inquisitive, and I really appreciate about that. But there are private companies and there are public companies, right? You understand the difference. The public company is one who makes everything about the company, including their financial numbers, public. The private companies are not required to do so. So when you are talking to a private company, make sure that you are not asking questions that they feel uncomfortable to.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.